Hello everyone, I welcome you all to this session. Today we will see how you can add a paragraph to our LaTeX document, and then we will see how to add images from external source to LaTeX document using graphics package. So to start with, let's go to our text document. This is my LaTeX document. Suppose I want to add a paragraph at this location. The simplest way of adding a paragraph is to add a blank line and compile the code. You can see that the paragraph is added at this location. The next way to add paragraph is to include \par tag and again compile the code. You can see that the paragraph is added again at that particular line. Now what if a user wants more indentation towards right while using a par tag? To do so, we have to write set length \par indent and then we need to pass the parameter 10ex. Now let us again compile this code. You can see that the indentation is now more towards the right hand side. Now the LaTeX will carry this indentation forward also. So you don't need to specify indentation each time. Suppose you need to add a paragraph over here. To do so, you will simply add \par. Save the changes and execute it. You can see that the indentation will be carried forwarded from par indent 10ex only. So each time whenever you will add a par tag, it will take the indentation as 10ex. You can vary this value according to your convenience. In this way, you can add indentation to your LaTeX document. What I will suggest you to copy this content and paste it at the beginning of your document. So each time you just need to add a par tag. So you decide your indentation. What should be your indentation? Declare it at the beginning of the document and just include par tag in your LaTeX document. In this way, you can add paragraph to the document. Now let us see how you can include graphics from external source to your LaTeX document. To do so, you have to use package graphics. So the first thing is I will write use package graphics graphics. Then if you remember, we have commented this section, figure number 1 goes here. Over here I want to include the image. Now the first thing is you should have images with you. You can see that I am having all the images with me. These images can be in the format of JPEG, PNG or PDF. I have placed all these images in images folder. This images folder is placed in LaTeX practice folder. This LaTeX practice folder is a folder where I am writing my main document. So inside this LaTeX practice folder, I am having this images folder in which all the images resides. Now let us see our thesis. I want to include this image in subsection 1.1. So I will go to the folder. I will check the name of that specific file. It is manet1. Let us see the extension of this image. It is showing me JPEG. Okay. Now to include graphics, a user can directly write the tag include graphics. But while writing a thesis, I will suggest you to write it in this way. You will write begin figure, end figure, and inside this begin figure and end figure, you will write \include graphics. The first parameter, you will pass the height and width. So you will write height equals to something, width equals to something, and in the curly bracket you will add the path. Now as I have told you, I have created images folder. Inside it I have placed the image. Now let us see what is the name of the image. The name of the image is manet1.jpg. So I will write manet1 and the extension is jpg. I will save the changes and execute this code. You can see that the image will appear on my screen. But the problem over here is this, that if you see to this thesis, then the image is included within subsection 1.1, and if you see the output, the image is placed above the subsection 1.1. Now whenever you will include graphics in your LaTeX document, the LaTeX will by default place it at the top of the page or at the bottom of the page. Now most of the time what we want is, we want the image to be at the location where we have declared it. To do so, you have to add an additional parameter after begin figure. So I will write over here inside square bracket h. H stands for here. Here means wheresoever I am declaring this image, it should be included exactly at that page, not at the top or the bottom of the page. So I will pass h and I will again recompile it. Now you can see that the image is included at the location where we want. Okay. So in this way you can include image at a specific location. If you want to place the image at the top of the page, you can pass the parameter as t, or if you want to have the image at the bottom of the page, you can pass the parameter as b. However, most of the time we want the image to be included at the location where we have declared it, so we will pass parameter h. Now I want this image to be center aligned, that's why I will write begin center and end center. So I will include graphics inside begin center and end center. Now let us again compile this. You can see that the image is center aligned. The next thing is, you need to name this image something. So the name of the image is classification of Manet. So to add the name, you will add caption to that image. You will write caption and then you will place the name. Again let us compile this thing. You can see that the caption is displayed below the image. If you want the caption to be at the top of the image, you can paste this before include graphics. You can observe that the figure number is provided by the LaTeX only. So we just need to provide the name of that image. The figure number will be included by LaTeX. Now LaTeX provides us this feature of cross-referencing. So we can add label which can be used for cross-referencing. To do so, you will write \label and then you will provide a name which will be used for referencing. So I will write image : of Manet. Remember one thing, you can name this label according to your convenience. This is my way of providing label to image. We will save it, and suppose now I want to refer this image over here. So I will write as shown in figure and then I will refer it by using \ref tag. Now once you write \ref tag, you will see the label pop up. So you will select this reference and save it. Now we will compile it. Remember, whenever you will write reference, you need to compile the code twice. Now once you compile this code twice, you can see that the figure number 1 will appear over here. This figure number 1 comes from this figure number 1. Okay, so in this way you can add label which can be used for cross-referencing. The next thing is, again you can use this package hyperref. So we will write Over here we will write use package hyperref, and let us see what will be the effect. We will compile it twice, and you can see that this figure number 1 is active. So whenever you will click on this red box, it will take you to that specific image because you have labeled it. Okay, now let's move to the first page, and you can see that even the contents are active now. So if you want to go directly to this 2.4 section, then you can click on it and it will directly take you to 2.4 section. So in this way you can add hyperref to your LaTeX document by simply including package hyperref. Now let us add another figure. So I will write we have commented this figure number 2 also. So here is my figure number 2. How I will write it? Let us quickly do this. You will write begin figure, end figure, then you will write, if required, you will write begin center, end center, and you will write include graphics. Or you will pass height equals to something, width equals to something, and then you will include this image. So you will write folder name, images, and then you will write, suppose the name of that file is manet.jpg. So you will quickly write this thing, compile it twice, and you can see that the image will start appearing on your screen. Okay, again you can add caption if required, you can write label if required, and your work will be done. This is how very easily you can include images into your LaTeX document from external source. Now suppose you want to include image at a certain location, and then you want to wrap the text around that image. Let us see how we can do it. To do so, first of all, we have to include the wrap figure tag. So we will write use package wrap fig figure, WRAP FIG package. Now suppose I want to include image over here. So I will write begin wrap figure, and then I will pass additional 2 parameters. First I will write end wrap figure, and over here, because wrap figure is used to wrap the figure within the text, so we will see that this portion will have text and remaining this portion will have image. Okay, so the first parameter you will pass is the location where you want this image. You want this at the right hand side or at the left hand side. So suppose you want this image at the right hand side of the text, then you will pass R, and then you will pass the width of that particular area, for example 5 cm. And then again over here I want to include the image, so I will write \include graphics, and then I will pass the width. Of course the width will be less than 5 cm, and then I will pass the height. I will pass appropriate height, for example 4 cm, and then I will pass the path. For example, suppose I am having a manet.jpg file in my images folder, so I will write the path, and again I will compile this. Now you can see that the image is included within the figure. Now suppose you want to span this image half of the page and span the text half of the page. So to do so, over here instead of writing 5 cm, you will write 0.5 text width. 0.5 text width. It means half of the text width, and again we will compile this thing. Now you can see that the text is at the half of the page and the image spans the remaining half of the page. Again you need to pass appropriate width over here. Okay, so suppose you want to span this width, so that's for that you will write, I will not write 0.5, but instead I will write 0.45 text width, and then I will again compile this thing. So you can see that the image now will span appropriate width in that particular location. Again, you can add caption if you want. For example, caption goes here, and again we will compile it. You can see that the caption will be displayed. So in this way you can again include the image in between text, or you can simply write begin figure, end figure tag to include the image like this. In this way you can include graphics from external source to a particular location in LaTeX. So these are few tags that we have seen in this session. Again, we have add caption, we have added label. In this way we can include graphics and add paragraph in LaTeX. Thank you. Have a good day.